Hello, hello, hello.
And welcome back to Jen Hannigan's. She's Jen, I'm Hannah. We are two best friends and we're going to talk about why that's important. So I'm just going to start.
Yeah, well, hold on. If you're new, then we have been doing this for a little while. We have been on WW for 3.5 years, and we started out a lot bigger than what we are now, and we've lost quite a bit of weight together. And so because of that, we've got some tips. Like, we learned some things along the way, and today we're going to talk about that.
Yeah, today we're going to talk about how to be a good buddy.
How to be a good buddy.
A good weight loss buddy? Is that
accountability partner, accountability buddy.
Buddy. Weight loss buddy, whatever. How to be a good friend. Yes. We could just call it that because these apply to more than just weight loss and
this is just life in general. Weight loss, but
she's fine. Her voice is just half gone. Yeah. She doesn't normally sound like that. Watch our other videos, you'll find out.
That's what it's going to sound like.
That's staying in because you know I'm not editing this.
It's okay.
So, like she said, we've been doing W for over 3.5 years. Well, WW, Healthy, I Track Bites, different names, same program basically.
We started out on WW, now we're on Healthy app, which used to be I Track Bites.
Same thing.
Same thing.
I was over 500 pounds when I started this, and I thought I was going to die. Literally. She had just had her 4th C-section. Mm-hmm. She has 6 kids.
Yeah.
4 C-sections. 2 adoptions. It's a great story. You should see that another time.
That's a whole nother video.
Anyway, you were gestational diabetes with Hazel.
My last 2 babies,
who just turned 5. And her doctor told her that the second time around, they don't call it gestational diabetes anymore. It's just diabetes.
They were ready to leave me on insulin and call it a day, and I was terrified. And I'm like, nope, I can't do that.
So she didn't want to be on insulin, and I literally felt like I was eating myself into the grave. Now, I had done WW in the past, along with, will not list all the weight loss programs, and nothing had stuck, and so had she. But I knew her personality, and I thought that she could actually succeed on WW.
And I thought she could succeed on WW. So we're like, let's just do it for each other.
Yeah.
So and that's how it started.
I did it for her, thinking she would do great, and I would gain weight, and she did it for me, and it worked out for both of us. Aren't we glad?
Yes, it did.
So we lost, I've lost 160, yeah.
Yes, and I've lost 80.
And had skin removal. So we were really good friends for each other, and it was a really important thing. So we're going to tell you how you can do that. And then you've got to stay and come back because we've got another video that follows up on this. I feel weird reaching back for my water. Anyway.
There's a table right here.
I know, but there's stuff on it. So how were we good weight loss buddies or accountability partners? She loves that word.
I love accountability.
Number one exercise? Yeah.
Yeah, well, yes, we,
In no particular order.
They're not really in order.
We were great weight loss buddies because we worked out together and we found things that we could do together and encourage each other with. As you can imagine, at 500 pounds, I did not move much at all. We would go shopping and I would sit. Yes. She would shop. Like we said, she had just had a C-section. So you were, a week out from the C-section?
Yeah, and we tried to go down for a walk.
And we tried to walk.
And we made it about a quarter mile.
If that. I think I still have it on the app. It was like 0.2 of a mile, and neither one of us should have walked that far.
No.
Because my body couldn't take it, and neither could hers.
No.
But we
started
still
walking.
Had a great accomplishment by doing that. So we started walking, and then we found other exercises, but we were each other's workout buddy.
Yeah.
100%. And we pushed each other. She pushed each other, me,
not
always
back then much.
To do more.
Not as much as now.
No, not as much as now. She's pushy.
I was different back then.
But
I'm a little meaner now.
We really, I couldn't have done it. I had no motivation, and when it came to exercise, I did not think I could do anything. So she pushed me, and we did it together. Because we both felt that way, and it worked out really well.
Yeah, we definitely relied on each other for that. So
it
was awesome. It was good. These are the good points.
Yeah.
Part 2 is going to give you a little bit more insight.
Yeah.
But right now we're just talking about how this was great for us.
And how you can do this.
Yes,
so
and please
number
do these
one,
things. It's great.
If you and a friend, or find a friend, because there are plenty of people who are trying to better their health, whether it's weight loss or not, find things that you can do together and enjoy doing together. One of the reasons that walking worked for us, especially in the beginning, is it gave us time away from our lives to focus and talk about what we were doing. And it was just time to hang out with a friend. It was a great friend activity. So
it was also kid friendly.
Like
and a lot of times we had kids with us, so that worked.
So find an exercise that you can do with your friend and make it a thing. Make it a weekly or whatever thing that you all do, because it's a great way to build your relationship and hit your health goals.
Let's make number 2. And the reason why is because then we'll go into number 3. Number 2 would be that we were actively seeking WW content. Yeah. So she started looking up, which, I mean, I would never have even thought to look. I didn't use YouTube like that. Like, YouTube's amazing, really, because there's, like, everything.
It really is.
I mean,
like us.
Like you can just learn about anything. It's just fantastic. But anyway, she was, like, saying, hey, there's these people on YouTube that, like, do meal plans and all this stuff. I'm like, what? So I get on there, and I'm like, okay, like, this is a whole new world.
Oh, no. Don't sing right now.
So normally that would
be great.
But anyway, no. But she introduced me to that, and so we were constantly like finding new YouTubers, and we would send each other recipes and videos, and we were like just really constant with some of those. And so that was great, because what you put into your mind is what comes out and what you focus on. So if you're really looking to motivate yourself to do those things, then finding that stuff, finding that content on YouTube is so important.
If you want a video on how YouTube changed my life, let me know, because I have
She needs to do that. She needs to do that.
There's many ways, but yes, finding people, because it actually didn't start with WW content that I found on YouTube. I started with one thing and it led me to WW, and it worked.
Oh,
so
see, I didn't.
Looking and searching for new content, we were always looking for new ideas through YouTube and sending them to each other. So if you have a weight loss buddy, do that. Find whatever it is that your goals are, whatever it is you're looking for, find content on YouTube and send it to each other as an encouragement. Not as a preaching thing, but as an encouragement.
Yeah.
So number 3 is...
which sends us into number 3.
Yeah. Food planning and shopping. So when we started this, we had no clue what we were doing. And so we would grocery shop, and we would make we would take trips.
And at this time, we spent a lot of time with each other, which we still do, but not as much as what we did back then. So we were constantly, like, we had a lot of meals together, a lot of snacks together. So that's why this made sense too.
So we actually made special trips, not shopping for anybody else, but we would go to the store, just go scan Happy and scan everything to see what the points were. It was a fun
thing for us to do, which we do have videos of that. Yeah, actually, a Walmart video.
Oh, that was a fun one.
It was.
We should do that again now that they've changed Walmart. Anyway, we would find the lowest point options that we could, and then we would make a meal plan around those. So it was a game to see how low can we go.
Or like
with
find new snacks and
man, I remember when we used to look for snacks all the time. They were so good.
See how good this is videos for us.
So when you're trying to help someone and you're on your own weight loss journey, do that. Make it a point. Make it a fun thing. We still need to go to Trader Joe's.
Yes.
We have never been to Trader Joe's because
there's
not one in our area.
If you have a Trader Joe's near you and what you think of it.
Yeah, because maybe we'll come see you.
Yeah.
I want to go to Trader Joe's. But that was number 3.
Yes.
So
we did that 4. A lot. That's the point, is that we food planned and shopped a lot together is what I meant. Yeah. And so, and that was beneficial. Like and even if you're not like physically together, that is something you can do, is like, hey, this week I plan to make this meal. You want to make this with me, with me. We also would, like, if we had those food goals, we would say, hey, my goal today is to go less sugar. You want to join in with me on this and things like that. So, and
we would share, like, she's got a lot of kids. I have 2 parents that live with me. We'd share recipes that we thought the other families would like. Those were always really good things. And we shared our plan even if we weren't going to be together. So number 3 is same goals. Is that
right?
Yeah.
And this is number...
Yeah.
That was number 3. This is number 4.
Okay, yeah.
1, 2, 3.
She changed our numbers and it's messed us up.
I didn't even have them in order when I wrote them, and then I'm trying to write numbers next to them.
So, number 4, we had the same goals. You kind of hit on this. We would make it our goal, like our number 1 goal is water. A
great goal to start with.
It was always our goal. Our goal was always water, so we would challenge each other with water. We had the same goals as far as losing weight. We would make the same goals as far as like our step goal or working out a certain number of days a week. And we change them up all the time. But what were other ones? Low sugar. We would 0 point days or 0 point meals. That would be a goal every once in a while. We should do that again.
If we were focusing on higher protein, lower carbs, lower sugar, like different things that we were just trying to kind of weed out of our
we were trying to. We weren't trying to. That's a whole nother video on not cutting out stuff. We were trying to add good stuff in. So whatever the goal was, whatever our focus was, it was always the same.
Yeah, and we would say, like I would say, hey, Hannah, I've got this goal. Do you want to do this with me? And Hannah would say, hey, I've got this goal. Do you want to do this with me? And just to support each other most of the time, like, I can totally go, try to do lower sugar today or do higher protein. And then we could check in with each other at the end of the day. We still do that. But that's a whole nother video too. We have a part 2 coming. Stop trying to pull it out of us.
So with that, like our goals aren't always the same. That what we need isn't always the same.
Yeah. That's all.
But
stop.
But
number 5.
We would make the same goals. So like please don't die on camera because I'm not editing this.
Even if I died?
I mean, maybe if you died. That was weird. Drink water, you're fine. It's the Holy Ghost, not anything else. So even if it wasn't a goal that I necessarily needed to work on, which all of them were, we would do the goal for the other person. Yeah. That's the point of that. That's the point. So number 5 is a lot of things all in one.
Okay.
Because we didn't know how to say it exactly.
It was just our relationship. It was just our actual friendship. So we, when we saw results, we would encourage each other. That was a big part of it. Like I still to this day, 3.5 years later, after she's lost her big chunk of weight, she'll come to church on Sunday and be like, oh my gosh, like she looks like she's toning up in this area, because we've seen each other enough and we know. And so we could still just encourage each other that way. But we saw a lot of results from the beginning. Of course, whenever you start any kind of weight loss plan, you are going to lose a big chunk of weight at first. And so we saw that in each other. We encourage each other. And then something else that was really important to us and still is that we would have these conversations, and normally when we were walking, and they were just kind of getting everything out there, like
heart-wrenching, soul-tearing,
and
deep.
Like being completely honest. Like, Hannah, I'm struggling with this. Jen, I'm struggling with this. Like, I've struggled with having too much sugar. I've struggled with something emotionally. Like, it was everything. Like, and we would talk about how those emotional things connected with what we were doing physically or what we weren't doing physically. So just having, and at the end of those conversations, we always felt uplifted. Better. We always left with a plan. We always left with a new goal. We always left with a new motivation to do this. And that's why I would like for us to do like an actual weight loss group, because I feel like just leaving something like that would feel so good. Yeah, that was why I hated WW years ago. Like in person. Because I never wanted to be in person. Yeah. I could not stand it because I didn't want a bunch of people knowing my weight. Now I put it out on YouTube. She's like, hey, everybody, I weigh this much. I didn't want to have those conversations with a group of strangers. That was very intimidating, and still is intimidating, though it's 100% something I would do now. But having someone going through this step by step with me was a huge help. And when it comes to seeing results, I don't know about y'all, but I never see it in myself until it's huge, because you look at yourself in the mirror every single day. Yeah. Now, at the time, I still saw her every single day, but for some reason, I could see the changes in her every single day where I couldn't see them in myself, and vice versa. Same thing with, like, when it comes to those conversations where we were deep diving and trying to get to the root, because emotional eating is a thing. It's always been a thing in my life, and it always will be something that I have to struggle with. I never paid attention before. Yeah. And there were times when I'm like, I really just don't know why this is a problem for me right now.
But because she knew me so well and because of these conversations, she would be like, well, da-da-da-da-da-da. And I can do that for her. I'm actually really good at doing that for both of us now. But sometimes you see stuff for the other person that they don't see.
You also didn't have anybody to really talk to.
Yeah.
So like through your life, like we've never really had like super, super close friendships. And so through our lives, it was easier just to turn to food than it was to try to turn to somebody and actually talk this stuff out. I can be a complete and 100% total self when I'm with Hannah, and just like I would like with my family. And so with my immediate family, not even my extended family, but, you know, and so having that extra person to even talk those things out, you don't feel the need as much to emotionally eat because you're able to kind of get that stuff out. So, and when you do emotionally eat, you have somebody to talk to about it. So,
and someone to hold you accountable on it.
Exactly.
So,
and I'm good at that.
She is good at that. So 5 ways we were good buddies, and you can be a good buddy if you're just starting this, or if you need someone. Comment.
Yeah.
Because
we'll be there for you.
We'll totally be there. Jen Hannigan's on Facebook. Follow us.
Yes.
We sometimes are really active on there. Sometimes
we're
could
getting
be better.
I think we're getting better. Maybe.
But ways you can be a good weight loss buddy. Exercise, find exercises that you can do together and make it a thing, make it something you enjoy, because then you'll want to do it and you'll want to do it more. Actively seek WW content, whether it's WW or clean eating or whatever it is. Google it.
Also, if you just want to know the reason why certain things are bad for you, like that right there is enough to get you going.
It's amazing. So if there's
Google why sugar is bad for you and see.
So actively search content, because what you put in your brain is what you will do. If you're focusing on it, it will help. What did we say? Number 3 was food planning and shopping. Find someone that has the same goal as you and go do your food planning together, shop together, find new foods together. It helps. Number 4, have the same goals.
Or come up with the same goals. Make them something fun you can work toward together.
Yeah. And then number 5 is have the conversations. Have the relationship with someone that you can go to talk out the hard things, because it's not going to be easy.
No.
But it can be successful.
Yes.
So that's all for this video.
Now
come back in 2 days and we will tell you when the buddy system goes wrong.
Yes, that's what our next.
When it all fails you.
I mean, take everything we just said, but know that something else is coming. And
take
there's
everything
also,
that we just said, but know that there's
heated.
another side to all of it.
So you'll see part 1 on Thursday, which is not today. It's tomorrow for us, but today for you.
Today's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday.
Oh.
Then
I don't know.
You'll see this on Wednesday.
I thought we were uploading Thursday and Friday, and I was thinking it was Wednesday.
Oh.
Do not listen to me. I don't know.
You'll see this one either on Wednesday or Thursday, and you'll see the next one either on Thursday or Friday. So you'll see the next one tomorrow.
It doesn't matter. You'll see it when you see it. Okay, so, that's it.
Like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and
we'll see you next time.
Say a little prayer.